Ah, the Raleigh greet you to this island at the end of the world. Here is what happened before.
We spoke with Raleigh, one of the last ones to exist, and found out that in order to fix the damage that Riam and Amer did, we need to go find the doorkeeper.
We wandered through the woods, facing off with various illusions,
We ran into the giant moose again. That was not hallucination.
and now we're at the ruins in search of the doorman.
Where we last left Jolsk and Jimjab, Jolsk was actively shitting his guts out. And had been doing so for quite some time. Seemingly, he must have eaten something that it just didn't agree with him. And Jimjab had decided to hang back and make sure Jolsk is okay while the rest of the party moves on and forges ahead through the forest. Now, Jolsk...
He didn't have anything to wipe with, so I gave him a fern.
And now Jolsk, you, in your state of relief delirium,
It's not relief.
You missed the entire lore drop from the individual who brought you here, who showed you those illusions. An individual who calls themselves the Last. And so at this point, as you finally have managed to get your bowels under control again, with the help of Jimjab's wiping fern and a couple of herbal remedies, as you stop screaming, the Last appears to you and requests that you follow so that you can be caught up on the information you have missed.
Yes, Forest Spirit. I trust you.
Forest Spirit? You sound dehydrated.
Very.
He is very
I
dehydrated.
think I just expelled most of my water.
Yes, okay, so let us get some water in you, okay? There is a lovely pond over this way. It was where I was going to take you anyways. And this individual leads you through what you are told is the Raleigh camp. This individual, I would say, Jimjab, would you have given any context to Jolsk?
I would have given him as much context as I am currently able to give, as I am also missing a little bit of context.
Great, then
from the second half of last session.
The second half, no, just all the context from the first half. Second half, I had Jimjab stay back. That's why we're doing this whole thing. So why don't you, Jimjab, as you're following the Last, why don't you give Jolsk all the context you can?
You son of a bitch. Oh god, okay. Can I get something to jog my memory?
You're in a forest,
Yes.
and this guy is called the Last because he's the
Yes.
last sane Ralia.
Right. Wait. Okay. Right. I do remember this. He's the last sane Raleigh. Something happened to the rest of them where they all like went fucking nuts. Um. Okay. The other ones. Did we learn what happened to the other ones last time? I believe we did.
They're all around you.
They're
They're just
okay.
They're kind of as Jim Job
They're
is
just
explaining
nuts.
this. You do look around and notice that there are more of these people around, though unlike the Last, who is able to speak to you coherently and seemingly has some control over his mind, these others are. Some of them are simply just sitting in a corner driveling. Others are running in circles. Others are making strange drawings in the dirt. And none of them seem to even be capable of acknowledging your presence at this point.
Yeah. So as you can see from those around us, this is the last sane one because all the other ones are very much not sane. Now I don't quite remember if we learned what was causing this.
Yes,
Oh, God.
I did tell you. I told you at least part of it.
Okay.
So, my people, just like all the people of this island, are psychic, yes? We have innate psychic abilities. And my people, we learned we were the only ones to learn of arcane abilities by speaking to an individual called the Keeper, located within a ruin to the east, called the Door. We do not know why it is called the Door. We do not know who built it. It was, as far as I am aware, it has always been abandoned as long as my people have been here. But this individual, the Keeper, taught us to channel magic for ourselves. And so when the lock was unlocked by your crustacean friend and the other one, a wave of psychic power flew out of the obelisk and across the island. It drove the Gaiwadon completely mad. It caused the most prevalent traits of the Samore and the Ranleska to be greatly accentuated. The Ranleska becoming more stuck up and proud, where the Samore became obsessed with pleasure and entertainment, and the Anatria, we don't speak of them any longer. But my people, due to their arcane abilities, were able to shield themselves. Unfortunately, one of our elders decided that despite all the Keeper had done for us, that while the Keeper was trying to hold the door shut to keep us all safe from the madness, this elder decided to look through the door and see what he could find. this caused the second wave of madness to take my people. It just so happened that I had not yet hatched when this occurred, so I hatched into a world where I am the only one sane. And as I told your friends, the door is where that storm that brought you here came from. With the keeper has been holding the door shut for all this time, for these many sun cycles, and recently it seems the keeper has lost the ability to keep the door shut, which is what has caused the storm to spread. So, in order to stop the storm, you must find the keeper and help him close the door for good. Does that make sense, Mr. World Weary?
Yeah, what he said.
It does. Makes too much sense.
Are you sure?
I should have seen it sooner.
Well, I'm glad you seem so understanding. That is good at least. Nobody else quite seems to have gotten it as easily.
Like you, I am the last of a different kind. I've spent so long wandering this world that things that should seem strange and unusual, they flow through me like a river.
Well, the strange and unusual.
Glad to hear it.
The strange and unusual is, as you have found, quite common here. And you will find, I think, that it continues to be quite common as you continue your journey to reunite with your allies. I have sent them on ahead through the forest towards the door. It is not the most difficult journey, but there is a strong likelihood of treacherous environments.
Interesting. A treacherous environment, you say?
Yes. Or more accurately, the beings within it. The Savory that chased you in here. That beast they released. It crashed through the trees and still at this moment is tearing through the forest. And it has unfortunately stirred up the hive of crawlers. So that on its own is quite not great, to say the least. They have been dormant for so long, and now there is that extra source of danger. But I'm sure it's nothing you cannot handle.
No,
Handle? Where?
nothing at all.
Yeah, we'll have this whole thing figured out spick and spam.
Well, I do hope so. Otherwise, I do not know who can close the door. And I worry that with my limited understanding, the repercussions of this door remaining open very likely spread beyond this island. We still need to get you that water. Yes, here is the pond. And Jolsk, you do in fact see this pond where I believe Jim Job has already visited this pond. But it is a deep blue, clear water with a massive stone hand stretching from the center. And atop that hand is a burning book.
What knowledge does the keeper of this lake contain within that tome?
The keeper of this lake? Well, I suppose that would technically be me at this point. The tome itself, that is a last resort. I had considered trusting it to you, but unfortunately, you are not all able to pass my test.
Right.
Understand.
Your test.
Yes. That being
Didn't even
said,
have enough time to study for it.
that being said, I do have something for you, Mr. World Weary. And he hands to you a strange looking device carved out of wood. It appears almost as a syringe.
A syringe.
Yes.
A needle.
Yes.
Wow.
This contains a very potent poison. I believe you will find it useful in the time to come.
Let's see. Thank you.
Do you have any other questions that I can try to answer?
Where is the rest of our group?
I sent them on ahead, so hopefully by now they are at least getting close to the door.
Great.
If I may ask, what does this door have to do with the obelisks we've been finding?
Well, obelisks plural. You have found multiple.
Out of character, we found 2, right?
No,
Ah,
you found one, and then there was one in the illusion.
right. Right, the illusion.
Apologies. Just the one. Upon rethinking, what does the obelisk have to do with the door?
The obelisk, we call it the lock. We do not know why, it is just what we know it to be called. And we know it is connected to the door. The keeper has not been able to... Well, I don't know how much the keeper has actually said. I have admittedly tried my best to keep my knowledge of these things quite limited, as it was that knowledge that drove my people to madness. So, my understanding is that if there is a lock and it is bound to a door, then somehow that lock is what keeps the door closed. And when the lock was opened by Emer and Riam, it caused all of this.
I see.
I see. Interesting. Interesting.
Also, Kobe, I added the death injector to your items.
Oh, perfect.
So hopefully it will be simple enough. A simple enough task, but I really do not know. I am concerned that the keeper seems to have faltered in his duties after taking them on for so long. But that is what I know.
Excellent.
See.
Your
Thank you
information has been
for your
quite
help.
valuable to us, sir.
Good. I am glad, I suppose.
What will you have us do now?
I think probably you should go catch up to your allies.
Agreed. We will find them. And we will close that door.
Excellent. And if you do not, then he looks to the book in the middle of the pond. Then I suppose this will have to be done the riskier way. I hope for all our sakes it does not come to that.
Let us hope.
Let us hope.
So, you make your ways into the forest.
We do. Yeah.
Okay. So, you begin the trek through the dark of the forest. You can still barely see any moonlight poking through the treetops. But it is enough for you to, at the very least, see where you are going. Is there anything either of you wish to discuss or do while you are walking?
I realize, Jib Jab, that
And a single tear falls from Jilsk's eye.
I forgot to drink the water.
Probably do that, buddy. Should really probably do that, especially if you're still. How's your stomach feeling, anyways?
How far away are we from the pond?
You've been walking for 2 hours.
Jesus Christ!
I pull the tear
No,
off
you know what?
my
You know what?
face.
No, roll luck. I want you to roll luck.
Oh, I love luck.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you're 2 hours away.
I'd like to lick the tear off my face.
You do, and it is all salt.
Refreshing.
You should probably drink that water.
Is there any water
especially-
nearby?
Make a notice roll. You know what? I'll say notice or survive.
Oh, 13 for survive.
13, okay. Julsk, you turn your ear to the wind. And the wind flows to you. You hear a babbling brook, not too far from here. There is indeed water nearby.
Oh, water.
I rush over.
All right, you begin
I'm very glad
rushing.
that there's. I'm very glad that there's water because the thing that I was going to do if there wasn't any water nearby.
I swear to God, I think I know exactly what you're gonna say.
No,
Just don't even.
I am not.
What?
I am not.
Don't
I am
even.
not doing that.
No. It's not drinking urine. I promise it's not drinking urine.
Sure. We all know.
I
your
swear to God, it
kinks,
was not
Jacob
drinking
Perez.
urine.
We all know
It's
your
not
kinks
drinking
at this
urine.
point.
I promise.
So,
I promise.
so Julsk, you begin to sprint through the forest towards the sound of this flowing water. And before long, you see it in a clearing up ahead. A gentle stream flowing over rocks. A waterfall maybe 2 feet high. Cool and crisp, like the air. You can smell it. You can hear it. You can almost taste it. What do you do?
You said that the babbling brook is like I'm not at it yet, but I can hear it. I can almost taste it.
You can hear it, you can see it, you can smell it, and you can almost taste it, but you're not quite there.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's anything hiding in the woods.
All right, roll notice.
11.
You look around and well, you don't see any creatures per se. You do notice this strange blue webbing amidst the trees. And you realize that some of it appears to have been caught on one of your legs.
It's caught on one of my legs.
What's caught on one of his legs? I didn't catch it.
Webbing.
Ah,
Is it constricting me or is it?
No,
or am I
it's
still
like you
able to-
ran through it.
Hmm.
It's like when you
There are
you know,
bugs in
pass
these
through,
parts.
It's like when you pass through cobwebs and it gets stuck to your shirt.
Blue webs. Something strange is around here.
like what?
I
Jin
think
Jab-
there are spiders.
Spiders?
Look around you. Do you not see the blue webs?
I mean, now that you mention it, I do. But why do you? Can we get out of here then? I'm not exactly a big fan of spiders.
Neither am I.
I love how Colby's voice has gone from hippie to Clint Eastwood.
There's good, there's bad, and there's spiders.
Oh, shit.
Good, bad. I'm the guy who just shit his brains out for 6 straight hours.
You might think I'm doing this cowboy walk. for the aesthetic, but I'm carrying about 4 pounds of fecal dynamite in these trousers.
Oh man.
So as you're having this discussion, I need both of you to make evasion rolls.
Oh
Evasion rolls, eh? That is going to be a 13 for me.
13, okay, so Jimjob, as you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, I don't really like spiders, your ear twitches. And Jules, because you're leaning over to get a better look at this webbing on your leg, you hear Jimjob quickly sidestep. You turn around just in time to see a small creature swing down from the trees and jab into you with its legs.
Oh.
So let's see if that actually hits first and foremost. That is an 11 to hit. Jolsk.
That does not hit.
Okay. So as it just jabs these legs into you, thankfully, it seems to strike bone rather than getting into your muscle, as you can see as it starts to fall off you, this green dribbling poison begin to leak from the wounds. So this thing
Not good.
is now staring at you from the ground, clacking its mandibles together, this strange chitinous creature, legs not unlike the tail of a scorpion, needle-like ends dripping this poison. What do you two do?
Run? I look to...
Am I able to run?
Yeah. But you're gonna, if you run, you're leaving your water behind.
The water. I need water.
I'm gonna keep going towards the water.
Oh god.
Right, you start moving towards the water. Jimjob, what are you doing?
I'm gonna guard him.
Okay, how?
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna accompany him, I guess, to make sure he gets there okay.
Okay, so as you're trying to accompany the ravenously thirsty Jolsk, this creature is going to clack its mandibles at you, Jimjob, as another one swings down from the canopy and is going to try to bite you.
Oh.
That is a 6 to hit, so that does not hit.
Excellent.
But now there are 2 of these creatures crawling across the floor at you.
I see. Quite disappointing. I'm gonna try to kick one of them to like just kind of like punt it away from us.
All right. Call that a punch roll. Wolf, which I guess you can roll that if you want. So it's 2d6 minus 1.
2d6 minus 1. 8.
8. Yeah, you manage to, as it lunges at you again, you kick this thing and it squeals and scuttles backwards. But it's not too long before it starts stalking towards you again alongside the other one.
Oh.
Jolsk.
Discomforting.
You are so close to that water. You are so close. You can feel it almost on your skin. Your lips dry and cracked. Oh. You're right there.
I'm right there.
You're so close. It must be within arm's reach at this point, but you're just not quite there.
Water!
Jolsk is like actively like shriveling up.
You're just sprinting at this water. Make an exert roll.
Then
10. You, Jolsk, conjure what remaining strength is left in your muscles to leap at this water. And your face lands in the dirt. You look up and you can see the water right below you. You're in the water. You're in this babbling brook.
okay. Oh my god, I start drinking that water.
You go to drink the water,
Drink that water.
but this water, it's got a very earthy taste and an earthy feel, and you're eating dirt.
Oh, water.
Is the dirt at least moist at all?
It is at least moist dirt.
Moist dirt.
Jimjab, are you focusing all of your attention on these creatures crawling at you, or are you looking back at Jolsk to check on him?
So I'm looking at Jules. I'm looking at him to like just kind of like I'm more focused on the creatures attacking us, but I kind of look back at him to just like see to sort of bask in his glory as he finally gets to his goal of the water, and I see him drinking, attempting to drink the dirt, and I mean, I'm seeing this all in like slow motion. It's really funny, but it's like I see him drinking the dirt, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, Jimjab, you realize
I run over to, I dart over and grab him.
Jimjab, you realize in this moment that you thought Jolsk heard this thing a lot further away because you do not hear it. You do not see it. You have no inclination that there is water anywhere near you at all. So as you go over to grab Jolsk, I guess, Jolsk, do you allow yourself to be grabbed?
I do.
You allow yourself to be grabbed. Jimjab, you pull Jolsk up, and he is covered in this moist earth, streaming from the corners of his mouth. It's all up in his beard. It's real nasty.
Dude, you're not drinking water.
What?
You're eating dirt. You're eating dirt right now. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Jolsk, you come to your
You're eating
senses
dirt.
just enough to see one of these creatures lunging at Jimjob from behind.
What I do here is I attempt to protect him.
Okay. It rushes towards Jimjob. And Jolsk, you throw yourself in between him and the attacker, and it manages to pierce your bag. You hear a horrible ripping, and you would not be surprised if you're losing some sort of rations as a result of that. But
My items.
relatively speaking, you are unharmed. These creatures, there are more of them, streaming down the trees. There must be hundreds, thousands. What do you two do?
We must run.
All right.
Yes, we must.
So, the two of you run and run as fast as your legs can carry you, despite your tired, your dehydration. I need both of you to roll exert.
The roll exert. 1d20?
Nope, 2d6.
2d6. 2.
2?
2.
Oh.
Oh. Well, thankfully,
12.
Jolsk, despite everything, if there's one thing you know how to do, it's traverse a forest. So despite Jimjob being seemingly completely inept at walking, you manage to pull him along successfully, and you're gaining a little distance on these creatures. They are many, but they are not particularly swift. And Jolsk, you just hold Jimjob's arm to make sure he sticks with you, and you run. And you run. Until finally you don't hear the legs of these creatures clacking against the trees behind you anymore. Do you turn, or do you keep running?
I turn.
You no longer see these creatures following you. You also no longer see Jimjob.
Jim Job.
But his hand
What?
is... You're still holding on to his arm. How can that be
Is
if
it
he's
severed?
not here? Well, you look down and...
Am I fucking dead?
It does not appear severed, but there's nobody attached to it.
That's severed. That means severed.
No, because there's no blood, there's no wound, there's no sign of injury. It's just, I mean, hell, the sleeve isn't even torn. It's as if
What do you mean the sleeve?
the sleeve isn't even torn around the shoulder, Jules, because you hold this arm.
Ooh.
Am I just fucking gone?
I touch the end of the arm. Does any blood come off or anything?
No. Jimjab, Jolsk touches your shoulder and is looking at you very strangely.
Can I see him?
Yes. He's holding
that's
onto your
fucking
arm
weird.
right now.
This is fucking
Seems we've become separated. Find your way to your master, and I will follow. And I attempt
Wait, what?
to
I'm
throw
right-
his arm.
weird. I'm right here. I'm yelling at him. I'm right here, dude.
Jimjab, I need you to roll a physical save. So it's just a
A
d20.
physical save, which... Okay, D20.
You need an 11 or higher.
That's a 16.
16. So Jules goes to throw your arm, and you're, hey, I'm right here! And you rip your arm out of his grasp just in time. As you can tell, Jules very easily could have dislocated your shoulder by doing that.
Uh-huh.
And Jules, you hear, hey, I'm right here! Right as you finish your throw.
Oh,
Shimjab
been
is right next
found.
to you.
Yeah, I've been found. I haven't been lost either.
oh.
What do you two do?
What is going on? Why can you see me? I'm standing right in front of you.
I see you now. I see you now.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I
You
have
can
an
see him.
idea.
I light a torch.
Alright. Jimjab, you watch as Jolsk says, I have an idea. And proceeds to light his beard on fire.
Oh my god.
I
Dude!
breathe deeply in the smoke.
I am slapping his face trying to put the fire out right now. I am actively fucking slapping him.
Jolsk,
What direction do the flames move towards?
well, first and foremost, I need you to, as Jimjob begins slapping you, I need you to decide if you want to try to evade or if you want to try to just concentrate through the slapping.
I'm going to concentrate through the slapping.
All right, roll mental.
I am unfazed. I'm phased.
You are definitely phased. You're like, yes, I will use this survival tactic. And then Jimjob was like, hey, what the hell? And he just starts beating the crap out of you.
I attempt to throw Jolsk onto the ground and tell him to stop, drop, and roll. I am currently demanding that he stops, drops, and rolls.
Shimshab, roll punch, so it's 2d6 minus 1.
2d6 minus 1. 9.
9. Jolsk, you get slapped in the face. Now you've been thrown to the ground.
I am rolling you like a fucking rug right now.
Jolsk, you are currently being rolled like a rug.
I feel like a beetle.
Damn it, man! Try to get yourself to live! Try and get yourself to fucking live right now, please!
Jimjob, as you say this, your hands go straight through Jolsk's ribcage.
What? What? Did I just stab Jolsk?
No, your hands just go straight through Jolsk's ribcage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I just stab him with my hand?
No, you were rolling him around, and your hands went through.
Are you okay, dude?
Of course.
Jimjab has stopped rolling you now, Jolsk, and is just tenderly holding his hands on your pectorals.
Are you sure? Have I noticed yet that my hands are just on his pecs?
No, your hands are certainly through him right now. Like
Are you sure you're okay?
Like you can feel his ribs poking into your wrists and everything. Like there's shards of bone in here.
Dude, are you sure you're okay?
Am I okay?
Yeah, though how do you feel about another man touching you in this way?
You fucking
Not
weirdo.
the first time I've had someone in my ribs.
Oh my god.
Well, from his perspective, does he think that like I'm just like holding his pecs, or
You're
like
just
does he know
groping
that I'm
him.
in his ribs?
From his perspective, you're just groping him.
Oh my god.
Not the first time.
Is there like blood? Like I'm like just staring at my hands.
There's
being
blood.
In his ribcage.
There's blood everywhere. There's shards of bone.
I'm low-key a little bit surprised since he hasn't had any water in a long time. I'm kind of surprised that his blood isn't just like a paste.
I mean, it's pretty damn syrupy.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, I'm gonna try to take my hands out of his wounds.
Jimjab, you take your hands out of Jolsk's chest. Jolsk, what do you do?
I stand up.
Jolsk stands up.
I sniff the air.
Jolsk sniffs the air.
Do I find the scent of our companions?
Roll survive.
8.
You smell Jimjab while Jolsk is sniffing the air. What do you do?
I eat a marshmallow.
Yeah, you eat a marshmallow. Pretty good marshmallow.
Yeah. Pretty good marshmallow.
Yeah. Roll physical.
7.
Okay. Jimjab, you realize after stuffing this marshmallow in your mouth and swallowing that you didn't have any marshmallows.
Oh. Well.
And you look to your hand and see a collection of mushrooms. And that's when you begin to feel it.
I see what's going on here.
You begin to feel good. Man, you didn't know that you needed the color Flambert in your life until right now, man. But Now you know. The color flambert is everything to Jimjab. Jimjab, you now your new favorite color is flambert.
Fantastic. Love it.
And you feel the need to refer to yourself in the third person. Jolsk, you sniff the
Jolsk.
air.
I'm so glad you're back, dude. I feel just so connected with the earth and the plants around me. I ate these mushrooms, dude. They're so radical. They're just so great, man. You should try one. Holy cow. You know, have you ever seen the color flambert?
Lambert. No, I haven't.
Jules, could you look at the mushrooms?
What?
You look at the mushrooms in his hand?
I look at the mushrooms.
What mushrooms?
Oh, fuck. There are no mushrooms.
That being said, you have not only caught the scent of strange crab creature and dog, but also the scent of edgelord and repressed lesbian.
Repressed lesbian. I know where our compatriots are.
Whoa. That's crazy, dude. Where?
Follow me.
Are they?
I bound off.
Are they under this rock? I pick up a rock. I pick up a huge fucking boulder.
Jimjab, you go and you pick up this huge boulder, and it underneath it you just see so many little worms. Jolsk, you watch as you watch as Jimjab walks over to a small pebble and picks it up.
I fucking
Like
do
it weighs
I
a million pounds.
Whoa, Jim Job, how the fuck are you picking that up?
I don't know.
I
dude.
didn't know
It's the
you were
earth.
so strong.
The earth has given me such power.
Jimjab,
Dude,
as
I'm
you're-
freaking out. Look at what they've done to our compatriots, man. And I pick up one of the worms. and I show it to him. Somebody's turned our friends into worms.
Jolsk,
I-
Jimjab is holding. Jimjab is holding a crab apple.
Crab.
A crab apple. A tiny apple.
I take the apple and I pop it into my mouth.
Jolsk.
Dude!
Jimjab, you watch as Jolsk takes the worm, pops it in his mouth, and you hear a sickening crunch.
Dude, no! You just ate our crustacean compatriot!
It was an apple. I smell them this way.
And Jilska gets on all fours and begins sprinting.
I get on all fours. I pound the ground with my fist, and I am bawling my eyes out in the grief of our friend who has just been eaten alive.
Jimjab, as you pound your fists on the ground, and Jolsk, you begin to run off. Jolsk, you pretty quickly run head first into someone's leg.
Oh,
Do you look at who you've run into?
I look up.
You look up, and you see a short-statured individual, maybe only 5 feet or so tall, bronzed orange skin with purple markings glowing across it. Looks pretty similar to the last, as well as the other Ralial you encountered here in the forest, save for one major difference in apparel, being a porcelain white mask.
Who are you?
Who are I or you?
Hello?
Who are?
Who's R?
Are you?
Am I R?
Or am you?
Or am not I?
Oh. You are am.
I am not am nor are. We are am, for all is we.
The individual nods solemnly with understanding and holds out a dandelion to you, Jolsk. Eat plant?
Moo. I moo like a cow and I bite the plant.
You eat the dandelion. This individual smiles. Good kitty. Pats you on the head. And is gone. As quickly as they appeared.
That man was the coolest guy I've ever met.
I think I'm in love with him.
And as you think that and say it out loud, Jolsk, you smell the sea air, and your companions are close.
Our companions. Let us go.
Back to Japej, Riam, and Alexei. You have all found your way to your destination, the open door. This massive ancient temple. And where we last left you, Riam had just opened one of the massive stone double doors. And I can give you a bit of a better look at what you're seeing as you look at this building.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, that's unsettling.
Quite the ziggurat.
Indeed.
What?
Quite the ziggurat.
What is that?
That, I think.
Is that a type of temple or an image?
That is
Yeah.
not technically a ziggurat.
it's close.
Fuck.
Anyway,
I'd give it to you.
So, Riam, Japej, and Alexei, you have opened this door. Dust has streamed out betwixt the cracks. It is dark inside. Do you go in?
Yes, but I want to check and see if I have a torch that I can light.
I'm assuming at least one of you has a torch currently.
I think
I don't
do.
think
No,
a
I do
torch
not.
fits in my shell.
Alexei has a torch.
I'll scuttle in blind.
I'll light my torch.
All right. So, Alexei lights his torch as Riam begins to scuttle in. So, Riam, I need you to make a mental save.
A 12.
12 success. This place, it feels familiar, even though you know you've never been here. You know for a fact you've never been here. There's something oddly both comforting and incredibly unsettling about this place.
Okay.
Something truly ancient about it. This place that you just know is called the Door. And you do not know why. At this point, Alexei lights the torch, and the three of you enter together. As you pass through the doors, you find yourselves in a gargantuan room. Almost completely empty. Just stark, mossy stone. Not even support pillars to hold up the ceiling that is so high you can't even see it. All you can see in this room is a massive stone altar in the center, flanked by a pair of large serpentine statues.
So I have a stupid clarifying question for you.
Sure.
When you say serpentine, do you mean a serpent, or do you mean someone in the serpentine action? Like the movement?
They look like snakes,
Okay.
but
I'm gonna...
snake-like creatures at the very least.
Are they like, oh, I can't remember what they're called. The, Yona used to play one.
Like the lizard folk?
No, the
Nice.
snake people. The
Ophidians.
Thessans.
The-
Yeah.
They do not necessarily look Ophidian. That being said, why don't you go ahead and roll no for me, Shepej?
Sure, I can do that.
I got another question for you after
Alright.
that
Yeah,
you can
let's-
absolutely cut.
Okay.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. So, Shepej, as you take in this place, this architecture, and these statues, you notice some similarities. You've not spent a whole ton of time in on the mainland of Omen, but these ruins look similar. Not the same, but definitely similar to what you've seen of those mainland ruins.
So they look...
The angular stone, the general iconography, and these statues themselves, while they don't necessarily look like anything that you've seen on maybe your occasional visit to Cephas. You see a few very vague similarities. Mostly probably due to the fact that these are statues that look like snake things, but they're not like anything you've seen before.
So,
Yes.
would it be fair to say that, like, it feels like it could be of a similar period and civilization of the kind on Omen's ancient ruins?
It does look like, yeah, I think that's a fair assumption you can make, is that it looks like
Okay.
at least a civilization of common origin, if not the same civilization. So, do you three approach this altar and these statues?
Knowing what little I know of Omanic ancient ruins, do I have an educated guess of what that altar might have been used for?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm gonna really carefully approach.
Do the rest of you approach as well?
Yes. I scuttle over.
I'll be cautious, but
Okay.
approach.
And Alexi, you would notice that Shadow is very on edge right now.
Hmm.
Like, you don't think you've ever seen this kind of on edge. Like, not even necessarily scared, but it's very much like tail down, wagging left, super anxious dog.
Hmm.
And as you approach this altar, the altar itself is really huge. It seems to be square, around 20 or so feet on each edge. And the statues themselves appear to be made of metal, resembling an unfamiliar creature to all of you, including Riam. Massive, gleaming fangs that you can tell are just razor sharp, and a lower jaw that extends and curves almost into a bowl shape. And in the center of this altar is a long, curved dagger.
Oh. So to be clear, it's in the middle of like a 20-foot square.
Yes.
So to get it, one would conceivably have to climb on top of the altar.
Yes.
Okay.
The altar
well,
itself
I'm not-
is only like, it's like waist height on you. So it's not
Okay.
actually that tall, it's just wide.
How tall is it on me?
Big.
I guess
Ah,
we could
shit.
probably lift you and you could go get it, but I don't necessarily
climb
think that
the
we should
rest of the
pick up
way.
this.
I'm part spider.
Should we call for the doorman? He's here. He's who we're here to see, right?
That's true.
We can see if he's here.
I look to Alexi for his approval before I just start shouting in this fucking thing.
Yes, but maybe not too loud. I don't trust the structural integrity of this building too much. At this point, I'm as concerned for a rock slide as a weird doorman being.
Is it too morbid to say that if there is a rock slide, at least it's no longer our problem?
We still
I
have to
might
figure out how to get out of
survive.
here.
I have a shell.
Oh.
I don't want to be stuck here.
Hello? Hello? Is the doorman here?
Japej, your voice echoes through the empty space.
I cringe and wait for the building to collapse as Alexi has predicted.
Why don't you all go ahead and roll notice for me?
That's a 5, baby.
That's a 9.
Oh. 3, 4.
So Riam gets a
5.
9. Now, Riam, I need you to make a mental save.
Fuck. Oh, no, not Cholsk.
I'm not here.
Yet.
Ooh.
An 18.
Okay.
Hell
Riam,
yeah.
as Japej and Alexi are clearly paying more attention to the echoing sounds and the structural integrity of the building, you're paying more attention to this altar. And something you notice from your, shall we say, position relative to the ground, is that there are large gouges in the stone leading in straight lines towards the altar. Almost as if something very heavy was moved across the floor and into that position.
So when we say into that position, do we mean...
Into where the altar currently is.
Okay. I was gonna ask if current position or away. Okay. I will scuttle the opposite way where it used to be.
You are scuttling now towards the door you came in from.
Oh, wait, huh? Huh?
It's just a straight track. But these marks only go around 20-25 feet or so towards the front door.
I'm gonna follow the flighty crab for a moment.
As you follow the
She's
flighty
good.
crab. Oh, yep, go ahead.
No, say what you were gonna say.
No, it's okay. I was gonna scene cut. So you finish what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say, like, she's gonna retrace her steps, essentially, then. Like, she's gonna go back to the opening, sort of look around, and then go towards the altar again. Like, she's trying to see if maybe someone's, like, hiding in the dark or some shit.
Is there...
Yes, Emma.
Is there something noticeable about the position where these marks start? Like where the original altar would have been?
So the marks themselves lead around 25 feet or so directly from where the edge of the altar currently is, like almost as if they go under the altar's current position. They lead around 25 feet from there towards the front door.
I wonder if we could push the altar along these tracks.
And as you ruminate on that,
Oh.
Jolsk and Jimjab. Jolsk, you, in your utterly dehydrated state, and Jimjab as well, both of you having chosen to eat the plant that you were offered by that strange man in the woods. You come to a clearing. You come to a clearing where Jolsk's nose has led you, following the smell of dog, strange crab thing, edgelord, and repressed lesbianism.
Is it
And you
really
see-
repressed if I followed through and my family died?
Edgelord.
And you see...
I'm so confused.
I feel like
Don't worry
someone's
about it.
talking about us.
And you see, as you come out of the forest, this utterly massive structure. Jimjab, you can't help but feel as though it is familiar to you. Your mind harkens back to your vision that you had when you ate the seer fruit. You believe this is where it was trying to lead you. The building itself has to be at least 100 feet in height, surrounded by ruins of their own variety, collapsed basically on all the way into the ground. Just the remnants of walls. This massive temple structure itself, you see a set of double doors on the ground level. But then you also see an opening up higher.
An opening.
An
There's
opening.
an opening further up. I say to my I say there's an opening up there at the top of the stairs. Let us ascend.
Let us ascend. And I'm going to begin to climb up the side of the wall.
Okay. All right. You both begin
Genius.
climbing.
And I also climb up the side of the wall.
You both begin climbing. So I need you both to roll exert.
Actually, could I commit effort for the scene and use nimble ascent?
Absolutely. Remind me what nimble ascent actually does.
Commit effort for the scene as an on-turn action. For the remainder of the scene, you may move up vertical and overhanging surfaces and across difficult terrain at your full movement rate with no chance of slipping or falling, provided the surface is not glass smooth or enchanted.
Damn.
You require only one free hand to cling to a wall or ceiling.
All right. Yeah, Jolsk does not have to roll then. Jimjab, on the
That's
other
really-
hand, does
That's
in
really
fact.
convenient.
That is really good.
I have rolled a 7.
Okay. Jimjab, you watch as Jolsk just spider monkeys his way up the wall. Meanwhile, you begin your attempts to climb the indentations that you thought were stairs. They are not stairs. They are definitely not stairs. These indentations appear to be, well, there's no simple way to put this. They appear to be part of a waterfall. And while it seems the waterfall itself has not been active for some time, the last time it rained here, seems the water has still made these indentations quite slick. So you almost immediately fall on your ass.
Hmm.
Jolsk,
what-
you climb a solid 50 feet up to the second of these 3 levels before you realize that Jimjab is not with you.
Wait, my friend. I will save you. I'd like to use my grappling hook and my 50 feet of rope to
Okay.
make a little rope overhang.
Okay.
Make a grappling hook for
All right,
him.
yeah. Yeah, you make a solid way up.
How does
Jim
Jolsk
Job.
feel about bouldering?
Jimjab,
life is a boulder.
of course. Jimjab, would you climb this rope that you have been offered?
I enthusiastically climb this rope that I've been offered.
You enthusiastically climb this rope. You are now on the second of these 3 levels. So around 20 feet or so below the opening that you've been trying to reach.
All right. You say that there's another 50 feet up?
Another 20 feet up.
Oh. Can you make it 20 feet, my friend?
I just might.
All right, I spider climb up
right.
the wall again.
Jolsk spider climbs up, and I need Jimjab to roll exert.
Roll invert.
Jimjab, you once again begin attempting to climb. This time, you're a little bit more careful, finding some better handholds, better footholds. Unfortunately, what you failed to account for is the massive amount of moss growth. So you climb around halfway up this this wall before you just feel your handhold completely give way.
Now, since with nimble ascent, I only require 1 free hand to cling to a wall. Could I grab his hand as he falls?
I'm gonna ask Jimjab to make a luck save to see if Jolsk would still be in a position to do that. So, Jimjab, played by Jacob Perez, please roll luck.
Luck. Luck, where is luck?
It's one of your saves. Next to your movement.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, Jimjab, you feel this handhold start to just crumble, and you start to fall back, and just as you begin to fall, Jolsk reaches out and grabs you, keeping you steady.
I've got you, my friend. His beard and hair flow, and you can't even tell if there is a wind blowing. But there's light shining behind him as he looks down at you. Presumably moonlight, but you don't know.
There certainly is a wind blowing. It's just, not from the environment.
Oh.
It happens to have been broken, if you will.
All right, I can he get another handhold?
Yes, you're able to help him up. And you are now before this opening, which, despite the moonlight above, And despite the fact that your eyes are decently well adjusted to the dark, you can't see anything through here.
Could I light a torch?
Yeah, you light a torch, and even still, your light reveals nothing. It's just an inky black void. But
It's unnatural.
Jolsk, as you step forward to put your torch through, you could swear you hear sounds of rolling thunder within. Ever distant, but ever present.
Jim Job, my friend. Can you hear that as well? The thunder roiling within.
I can.
Then let us go brave this storm.
I venture into the darkness.
I follow.
Okay, so as the two of you step into this darkness, you, thanks to the light of Jolsk's torch, are able to see each other. But not much else. And that seems to include the way you came in. As you turn around to gain your bearings, you realize that your entrance seems to have been lost.
I will find my way.
Jolsk, as you say this to yourself, your eyes drift towards the floor, and you realize there is no floor. It's as if you're standing on empty air, looking down onto a massive chamber, in the center of which is a large square stone altar with a dagger in the center, flanked on either side by a pair of metal snake-like statues. And you see your companions.
Jim Job, I found them. Our dear friends.
Have you? Where are they?
Just below us.
Now, am I on like an invisible floor? Is that what's going on?
It appears to be some sort of an invisible floor. You don't feel like you're floating. You feel like you're making contact with the ground, but you don't see any ground.
Can I feel like this floor with my hands? Just like see if this is made of stone or anything?
You feel around on the floor, and while you definitely are getting something solid that you're making contact with on your skin, you don't actually feel anything pressed up against it. You can just feel that you can't go any further. Something you do notice, however, is that as your torch burns, a small piece of cloth sort of sparks off and begins to drift, and you watch as it drifts past your hand and downwards. Japej,
Mm-hmm.
you can't help but notice a sudden spot of ash drop onto your head.
I'm gonna look up.
You look up and you see nothing. Just a void of darkness above you. Jolsk, Jepej appears to be looking at you.
Jepej, can you see me? Or can you hear me?
I assume I hear nothing.
You hear nothing, you see nothing.
Alexi, can you bring the torch over here?
Yes, one moment. Here. Do you see something?
Some ash fell on my head. I wonder... there's something up there.
Did you hear anything? A rustle?
No. It's probably just something from the ruins. We should see if we can move that altar.
Right.
I assume when he comes, the light doesn't, like,
No,
reveal anything.
It does not reveal anything additional. Jolsk and Jumjab, I need you both to roll notice, please.
Ben.
All right. So,
Yes.
Jumjab, you quickly notice, both Jumjab and Jolsk quickly notice the gouged tracks in the floor, and it is quite apparent to you that this altar in the center here must be able to move somehow. Something that you notice, Jolsk, however, that Jimjab does not, is that these statues on either side of the altar, they appear to be connected to these incredibly thin cables leading up into what is the ceiling to them, but the floor to you. These cables are nearly the thickness of fishing line, almost invisible.
And you said those cables extend up through this invisible floor?
Yes, connecting to the snake statues.
I'd like to grab one of those and pull it.
Julsk, you grab this cable and you pull. Do you pull up or do you pull down?
I pull up.
Pull up. Alexi, as you're scanning your environment, you notice one of the snake statues moves. Its head rising upwards.
I'll freeze, staring right at it. How close are Riam and I can never remember which name belongs to who.
Jepej?
Jepej.
I would assume they're still pretty much right next to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm freezing and staring at it, like, and just kind of out of the corner of my mouth, being like, guys. Look.
I turn to look at what he's saying. Or what he's
Look
pointing
at
out.
the altar.
Jepej, you watch, you and Alexi, and I'm assuming, does Riam also acknowledge this?
Yes.
Or is Riam okay. So the three of you watch as the head of this snake statue rises, and the lower jaw clanks open.
Oh.
Revealing that this bowl-shaped lower jaw seems to be designed as some sort of basin.
Do we have to put our blood in that?
We better not.
Can I roll a no to see if I remember anything?
Sure.
Maybe it's a soup tureen.
When have we ever been that lucky?
A 10.
Riam, as you scan over the statue and you look into the basin, you see a small drainage hole in the basin itself, which appears to lead through the snake. There's definitely, you're supposed to put some sort of liquid in this basin.
Okay.
How big of a basin is it?
It is probably a solid 6 inches across.
How deep?
Like 2.5 inches or so.
Ooh, a lot of liquid.
Right on.
And there are, you would presume, 2 of them, as there are 2 statues.
Sick.
So, I have a feeling this isn't going to work, and that we're going to have to put our blood in these basins with that knife. But first, I want to try and push the stupid table.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll exert. And I will rule, in this case, that you may choose, if you wish, to take points of system strain to gain, and for each point of system strain you choose to take, you gain a +1 to that roll that you just did.
So that was a 10.
And you feel it's maybe budging a little bit, but you're not quite getting it.
Let's just say I take 2 points of system strain, and I will regret that later, but whatever.
Okay. You strain. You put every ounce of strength you have into this and manage to push this altar to the side. And you almost fall into the staircase that's revealed.
Hey guys, I found a staircase.
Oh, is that what
Jolsk.
that yelp I heard was?
Jolsk and Jimjab, you watch in awe as, through sheer tyranny of will, Japej moves this massive stone altar, which has to weigh a couple 100 pounds, all by herself.
Oh, mother of pearl. I had no idea that our compatriot was this powerful.
Why does Jim Job now sound like Jolsk?
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Because he's tripping balls.
Yeah, we're both tripping balls. However, my tripping balls just turned me into Colby's character, whose name I can't remember now.
Oh my god. Alright, so
I'm back with
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I think that we should go down the stairs.
So Jolsk and Jimjab, what are you two doing in this moment?
Okay, we
Jolsk,
should
that's
probably
it.
also try to find some stairs.
Yes.
We need to find a way down there. Can I search the room to try and find a way down from here?
Yeah, go ahead and roll notice.
Nine.
So, you quite literally don't see anything in this room. It's really kind of not even a room, it's more just a space. However, while you don't see anything, that doesn't mean you don't hear anything. As you're searching, Jolsk, you could swear you hear breathing. Breathing in the dark.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
Oh yeah. Now that you've identified it, you think at least, pretty easily make your way towards it.
I'm going to charge towards whatever that is and attempt to tackle it.
All right. Jolsk, or Jimjab, you watch as Jolsk rushes into the darkness. Jolsk, you leap at where you believe the source of this breathing is, and you find yourself falling down the side of the temple. I need you to make a physical save. Shit. All right. Nat 20.
Get fucked, Cameron.
Yeah, Jolsk, you
Cam said, I expect him to perish. And
you
Jolsk said no.
fly out of the opening and just catch yourself with one hand. Not even one hand, with one finger, you catch yourself. And manage to safely lower yourself.
When you say lower myself, am I like now going down the side of this?
You are now part way down. I don't. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to go all the way down, but you are at least part way down and are not actively falling.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout to Jim Jab. I believe the way is this way. Just be mindful of the fall. And I'm gonna lower myself down the rest of the way.
Jimjab, you do not hear this.
Do I hear anything from this man?
You hear nothing from Jolsk after he runs into the darkness.
I'm just gonna continue to keep calling for him. Jolsk! Jolsk! Where have you gone? Why have you left me here?
All you hear in response is heavy, labored breathing.
Is that you, Jolsk?
From the direction that you saw Jolsk run.
Is that you, Jolsk? I don't recall you having such high lung capacity. What's fucking making that noise? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna follow Jolsk.
Okay. How fast do you move?
I mean, I'm gonna go in pretty cautiously, frankly.
Okay. You follow Jolsk, which happens to be the direction of that breathing. And cautiously, as you make your way forward, you make contact with the night air. and the moonlight of the outdoors. You see Jolsk below you.
Jolsk is below me?
Yes. Jolsk, you watch as Jimjab emerges.
Jolsk! What has happened to you?
I've discovered the way forward. I imagine on this lower level there must be another way in. Lower yourself down. Just mind the fall.
Very well. Let us continue our journey forth.
So as the
I'm starting to
two
run
of
out hippie
you
talk.
as the two of you lower yourselves down, you do see the large stone doors on the first floor as well.
Follow me. I go in.
Okay. As the two of
I
you
follow Jolsk.
as the two of you enter, Japej, you have just finished pushing this altar out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. When the doors swing open, Jolsk and Jimjab have arrived.
Friends.
Hello.
Friends.
Oh, thank God, I hate walking. She's gonna scuttle to Jolsk.
She
You
says like
scuttle
she
to
hasn't ridden
Jolsk.
the dog the entire time.
You scuttle to Jolsk, and somehow the dog smells better.
I'm not surprised, actually.
I keep Shadow very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, animals actively clean themselves, so I'm really not surprised
True.
here.
I got my natural musk.
This is the natural
okay.
musk of a man who accidentally ate laxatives.
Oh, ew. Riam gets to him and, it sort of like lifts up her little claws and like pinches them.
Jolsk Riam is requesting uppies.
She literally is.
I lower my beard to the ground.
I got the
up
image
it.
of this, thank you.
She scuttles up it, up his face to sit on his head.
And that
There
you
should
do.
be more bugs up there for you.
I'm too lucid for that, man.
What a fascinating turn of events.
I know. Let's see how long it lasts.
Are you coming? I'm
Yes,
standing at
yes.
the top of these stairs.
I take it you all have received the same goal as Jimjab and I? To close the door?
Yeah?
Indeed.
Does anyone want the creepy dagger?
It's up to you. Does somebody wish to take the dagger?
I ain't touching that thing.
I'm not taking the dagger that everybody else is refusing to take.
Going once, going twice.
I will
Sold to
take
no
the
one.
dagger.
Okay.
I will take the
Jolsk-
dagger. Someone must.
Jolsk takes the dagger. Go ahead and roll magic for me, Jolsk.
The only weapon I need is my natural weapons. 7.
This is a pretty funky looking knife.
What a strange looking knife. I have no
You can-
opinions on it.
As you pick it up, you can feel it vibrating with magical energy, but you're not sure exactly what that magic is.
I'm going to raise the dagger up to Riam.
Little crab, I understand you're adept in the magical arts. Tell me, do you know what this dagger might be?
Do I roll no? Do
roll
I
magic.
roll?
Roll magic.
Okay. Wrong sheet. Colby even pulled it up and I accidentally clicked his. A 9!
Also a 9.
A 9. Riem, it definitely is magic. And you can tell that from the way it seems to almost the way that you can sort of see it clinging to Jol's skin as he touches the blade. You can tell that it definitely has strange properties, to say the least.
It's magic, but I can't specifically tell, what. But that's my insight.
And so, the staircase spirals down into darkness. Do you all descend?
Yes, but I'm gonna let someone with a light go first.
Who could? Oh shit!
Well,
I mean, it could also
have-
be Yolsk, but
Actually, oh shoot. Do I still have my torch on me?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think you threw
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
thanks, I hated
After
that.
you, world weary.
So, is Joel's leading or Lexi?
I'm deferring. I will happily let him go first.
Alright, well, I go first.
Okay. Jolsk leads the way. And it's not a very long staircase. Only maybe a dozen steps or so before you reach the bottom. And here at the bottom, you find a metal door. On this door, you see a face. Somewhat ursine in nature. Jaws open. Massive fangs. Almost meeting in the middle, despite the open wide maw. What do you do?
Does there appear to be any way to open the door?
Well, you don't see a specific handle.
Can I push
What
it?
you do see you try to push it. I should also make it clear this ursine visage is 3-dimensional.
Does it look
extending
like it
from the
might
door
have
itself.
a basin like the other
it
one?
does not appear to have a basin. Jolsk, you go to push on the door, and as your hand taps the metal, it boom, echoes slightly. While the door itself doesn't budge, a voice on the other side responds.
Who is it? Who is there? A visitor. Visitor. Visitor tomb.
We've come to meet the doorkeeper and to hope close the door.
Why? Why is this your quest?
We were asked by an inhabitant of this land.
Not of this land. Interesting.
Julsk, as the closest one to the door, you could swear you hear footsteps moving away on the other side.
Do not leave. We ask for your help.
You hear no response.
What can we offer you?
You hear no response as the metal eyes of this ursine face stare at you, its teeth bared.
Could I
How-
put my arm, like my forearm, between its jaws?
Sure.
Yeah, I
it'll
was
be a
gonna
bit of
ask
a
what's
tight-
the
It'll be a bit of a tight
relative
squeeze, but it's
size?
probably the opening itself is probably a little bit bigger than your clenched fist.
Could Riam fit?
Yes.
All right. Put her in, coach.
So, Jolsk, you extend your arm and put your arm in the mouth as Riam scuttles along your arm and also into the mouth.
Do I see anything inside the mouth? Like, does it go deeper?
No, it appears to just be the door.
Oh.
Oh man.
As you turn back and look back at Jolsk through the massive fangs in this bear creature's mouth, almost touching each other despite the mouth being open, as wide as it is. You can't help but feel like you're looking through prison bars almost. It's kind of humorous, honestly.
Oh.
Do you say that, was it Josk or Riam that you're describing this to?
We'll say it's both. Both of you notice the fact that the teeth are, these fangs are almost touching each other, both top and bottom.
Riam climbs out and turns to Julsk and goes, "Try to close it. Try to force the jaw closed." Julsk, are you gonna try to close the jaw?
Yes.
All right, roll exert.
$13.
Shit, man. Yeah, you just crumple that shit like a can. Unfortunately, with the way the metal bends and squeals, you don't think that was supposed to happen.
Oh.
However, the large fangs are still fully accessible. Though now they're, the bottom ones are going through the roof of the mouth, and the top ones are, yeah.
Look,
Well,
you
that was very
described it like a
impressive, but I
jail. You
don't
described
think
it
it
like
got
a
us anywhere.
jail. So my
Can
brain
you-
went to, oh yeah, close it then if it's meant to be like a jail
Do they-
cell.
Do they rotate? Like, do the fangs rotate in any method?
No, it seems that even before they were going through the roof of the mouth of this bear statue, the fangs were, the fangs themselves were stationary in the mouth of the
Oh.
bear, attached to the door.
I
Okay.
see. Have we tried to just push open the door?
You
Or
have tried
pull
pushing.
open the door?
You have not tried pulling.
Oh my god. Can
Let's
we
try to
try
pull
to
the
pull
We haven't
open
tried the door, but we decided to smash the bear.
Yeah, the fucking fangs are the door handle. You just had to pull
Wow,
the
keep it
damn
in
door
game.
open.
You know, this is a trope online. People are like, "Oh, the puzzle of the door."
It's just not even a puzzle.
Speak friend and enter.
Look,
Oh my god, Cam, why do you
I've
give us such
never
difficult
seen-
challenges?
I've never seen a door handle that has fucking fangs. Okay? And you're
I would
describing
like
a
to open the door,
jail.
please.
Okay. Okay.
I think we need to roll a no check to see if we know how to open a door.
No. I think we've had enough of that. Also, Jolsk, the scene has firmly reset, so you regain your effort.
Yeah.
It worries me that Cam was like, "Oh, we'll probably finish this tonight," and then we spent so long on a door. I
Yeah.
have fears.
So, Japej,
Mm-hmm.
you open this door, and on the other side, illuminated by the torch, you see a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Hallway of stone. On either side, you see two archways. And all the way across, you can just barely see the glint of a set of metallic double doors. One of which appears to have been thrown open violently.
Oh, did we hear that?
No.
Okay.
You also see no sign of whoever was just talking to you.
Cool. I don't know about the rest of you. I personally am unsettled every time we approach the door, not knowing if it is the door in italics. I don't know. I'm gonna mosey on in.
All right. Japej begins to mosey. And as you do, as you get to around the halfway point in this hallway, you can see through these archways on either side two large rooms in their own right. And you can't quite tell, but you could swear there are person-sized cages in these rooms.
Thanks, I
And
hate
as you
it.
get closer to these metal double doors, you can definitely see that not only were these doors violently ripped apart, but something on the inside was clearly able to beat the metal into submission.
Oh.
You see massive claws, claw marks scratching down the door.
Let's see. Are they... Just a guess here. Ursine semblance?
You know, you get the impression that these might be bear-like claws.
Cool. And there's no sign of whoever we were speaking to?
Go ahead and roll notice.
Would love to, thanks for asking. Well, wouldn't you know it's Snake Eyes? That's a 2. I don't know a goddamn thing.
Japej, you are trying to process all of this information, and you physically cannot take your eyes off of this door right now. Everyone else is currently just watching from the staircase, as Japej is just stone still in the center of this hallway.
I'd like to say my hand finds its way to the axe on my belt.
You also see this.
And I'm gonna just hold on to that handle.
So what do the rest of you do?
I approach.
Japej, why have you stopped?
Claw marks. Almost like a bear's claws. Something
Like the
was
bear on the
kept
door.
here. And
Me-
it got out.
Jolsk, you also, as you step into position behind Japej, you also see these side rooms with person-sized cages. Riam, you also see this, as I'm assuming you're still in Jolsk's beard.
I turn to the others and I say,
People were fed to the monster here, weren't they? The cages, the claw marks. Something lived in this room. And it devoured whoever was sacrificed.
I don't know that that was my interpretation, but I certainly don't like it.
And what were your thoughts?
Well, I thought whatever was in the cages were the monsters.
Let me have a look. Maybe I can parse something out, and I'll take a few steps forward and kind of brandish my torch to try and get a better view of what's really in front of us.
Excellent. You see the same things from the center of this hallway. Do any of you wish to enter one of these rooms, perhaps?
Yes,
I
indeed.
will be entering the room to get a better look.
Okay, there are 3 rooms. There is the one with the doors, and then there
Mhm.
are 2 going through these open archways where you see the cages.
I think we wait to go through those doors until we have to. I'm gonna go into the room to the left with the cages.
Okay. As you step in, the first thing you notice, besides the cages themselves, is that this room also appears to have another side room attached to it. Though from this entrance, you can't quite see what is on the other side of that archway. What you can see is that these are very definitely person-sized cages. You see
Are there any signs of the people who are in them?
manacles on the floor. You see no sign of the people who were in them, but oddly enough, it seems these cages appear to only be lockable from the inside.
Huh.
Almost like it's not a common practice, but you've heard of some thrill seekers in the City of Ships area who perform this practice they call shark diving, where they will intentionally lock themselves in a cage as protection.
They were witnessing something.
As you
They
step
came to
towards
witness
this-
something. And they were trying to protect themselves from it by getting in the cages.
As you step towards the center of this room, you can now see through this archway. And you see on the other side another larger, sturdier cage. This one chained to the floor.
Is that one's lock also on the inside?
This cage has no lock, as it has no door.
That there's nobody, nothing in it?
All you see is some sort of etching covered in dust on the floor of this cage. And behind the cage itself, you see a molded over structure. Not entirely unlike a sink with 3 individual basins, inside one of which is a skull.
And I tell the ancestry of the skull.
It's definitely not one of the people of this island.
No?
Go ahead and roll a no check for me.
Well, let's see what I can find out. That's a 6.
These are definitely not skulls of the people of this island. They look familiar in shape, but you just can't put your finger on it. But it is
Cool.
nearly bleached white with age. The other basins lie empty, save for a few flecks of blood.
Cool. Unless someone else has something that they want to do, I'd like to look at that etching on the floor of the cage.
So, Alexei, what were you doing?
I would say I would go into another. I'm going to explore a different room.
Okay. Do you want to explore the other side room with the cages, or do you want to go through the doors?
So, is there any? Remind me again. What the room with the doors? What? Like what?
The doors were clearly broken open from the inside.
Okay, so something burst from the room we're in into that room, or from that room
something
into
burst
our room?
from that room into the hallway you're currently in.
Okay. I will explore that room.
Okay.
Kind of staying close to the wall, keeping my cloak around me, trying to blend with the shadows.
Alexei, you step into this space through these utterly wrecked metal doors. You are met by decrepit flagstones on the floor. A set of manacles, rusted, shattered. A bed, rotted, moldy. Doesn't look like it was ever all that comfortable. And you see two skulls.
Not the greatest living conditions in here. More skulls.
You don't know that the first skull was found.
That's true. Okay. So, yeah, I'm moving in. There's no sign of life in this room.
Other than
I
the
take
skulls
Other
and
than living
some
life.
Other than that and some cobwebs in one of the corners. That's all you see.
Okay. I will slink out into the middle of the room to try and get a better read on what these skulls are and kind of check out this main, like, I guess, quote-unquote living area of where this, whatever burst out was.
Go ahead and roll no.
Right. No. Okay. I can never find anything. There it is. 5.
Alexei, you can't help but just feel off in this place as you realize you are standing in what was very clearly a prison cell of some variety. And if the altar was in place when you got here, then theoretically, whatever was imprisoned here is still here with you. And you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I can't imagine we're alone. We came in the only entrance that we've been able to find. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. So the skulls aren't familiar to me?
You aren't even really able to process the skulls. They're definitely not skulls of the people of this island, though.
Okay. Like the other one that I don't know about.
Yes.
Okay. So I haven't really learned much. I'm definitely rattled, but I'm going to try to do one last look around to see if are there any other exits to this room.
Nope, just the one you came in.
Just the one I came. That's disconcerting. Okay. Then I will attempt to return to the group without making any sudden or standout moves, just slowly slinking back.
Alexei returns to where Zholsk and Riam are in the center of the hallway, as Jimjob continues to watch from the staircase.
I didn't find much.
I am very happy observing the events transpiring from over years. Thank you.
I think his drugs are wearing off.
I found 2 skulls and just refuse.
Did you say
Something.
that? Is there a third door in the middle?
There is another archway leading into another room of cages that no one has explored yet. Correct.
I think we should
I was
check
gonna
out.
look at that etching in the cage.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to let everyone have a chance so that we don't focus in on anyone too much.
Let's do that etching first.
Okay. All right. Japej, as you look at this etching, go ahead and roll either know or magic.
Well, that's gonna be a no from me because I don't know magic. That's a 7.
And you don't know this either. There's definitely an intent behind these etchings. And they are very clearly contained entirely to the area within this cage, which you now realize is not only chained to the floor, but bolted and riveted into the floor.
Oh, thanks, I hate it. Well, I know nothing, so I'm gonna step aside and let someone else figure something out.
All right. Someone else figure something out.
Well, Jim Job, it's your turn.
Jim Job, it's your turn. So says Alexei.
Holy Baldy, it's my turn.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Riam and Jolsk would like to go into that third room.
I was gonna say
Thank
I'm
you.
checking out the middle room.
Thank you. All right.
I'll go into the room on the right.
All right. Jimjob follows Jolsk and Riam. So, which is the room to the right. So you actually, that is the correct direction. I'm not redirecting you for the record.
Okay.
I'm the one that was wrong.
Yes,
The
Colby
way you-
was the one
the-
that was wrong.
The way
I
you said
realized
that
the
was-
exasperation, so I wanted to clarify.
No,
But yeah,
the
I
way
was
you
like,
said
wait,
it was
this is in the
funny though.
middle?
No, you
No,
said
I
it
thought you said
correctly.
the third was in the
Okay,
middle.
you're good.
Oh, now I feel crazy. I like the way you said it though,
Crazy.
because it
I was
sounds like
crazy once.
they locked me in a room, a rubber. Anyway, the way you said it, it sounded like in Jim Job's there too.
So in this room,
Jim Job will also be entering.
in this room, you see a number of rusted iron manacles. You see 2 person-sized cages. both of which appear to
Mhm.
have been locked from the outside and are still currently locked. That being said, the bars have been torn open.
That's so awesome. Can Rianne, like, roll a no and see if, like, any of this is ringing a bell
Sure.
from last time? Even though she can't even remember last time, really. Anyway. Oh, she doesn't remember shit. A 5.
Rianne, you are... Not only do you not recognize any of what you're seeing, but you are utterly overwhelmed by this just pulsing in your head. Something is here, and it is powerful.
Does she have to do a mental save?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly enough, despite the thrumming in your head, you feel surprisingly lucid. You don't really feel your mind even trying to slip away from you right now.
Oh. Huh. She doesn't know whether that's a good or a really bad thing. The fact that she's this lucid. And, she keeps that to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she does mention, though, to the others, Jimjav and, Jolsk in the room that, she feels as though there is a very strong presence of something. Though she can't explain what.
Jolsk, what are you doing?
You said that there are more cages with more claw marks around, ripped
These
open.
two cages appear to have been completely ripped open, yes.
Okay. Are there any other doors around here, or is this just a dead end?
It appears to be a dead end.
And are there any sort of tracks that might indicate where... Actually, were these ripped open from the inside or the outside?
Go ahead and roll notice.
That's a good question.
Fuck, 7.
Jesus, none of us can see shit.
Despite
Not very observant
your,
folk, are we?
Despite your apprehension of this environment, Jolsk, you creep towards one of these cages, and the way this metal has been torn apart, it's very clearly been ripped open from the outside. And judging from the blood, the long dried blood, and the scraps of clothing hung on the jagged edges of snapped metal, whoever was in the cage was ripped from it.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, I hate that as an image.
Yeah, especially with as Aaron knowing about the other rooms, but that's none of Riam's business right now.
And is there any indication of where they might have been taken? Are there any tracks on the ground or any other signs of movement?
If there were tracks at any point, they have long since disappeared with time.
To piggyback that question and get a little more in the weeds and be slightly annoying, are there any sort of additional scratch marks on the ground or any indication that way? if that makes sense. Like
You
like an animal
definitely
running, or
you definitely do see some large claw marks dragged through the stones. And a few of them do appear to have flecks of dried blood in them.
okay. Can Riam look at the floor of this cage?
Sure. You look at the floor and it is covered in dried blood.
Can I spot anything under the dried blood, like any symbols or anything?
You do not see any symbols, just cobblestones, like the rest of the floor.
So this room just has a brutal murder. Awesome, okay.
2 of them. The other cage appears to be the same.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Thank you, Cam.
You're welcome.
that actually was so much more comforting knowing it was both of them instead of just the one.
Well, at least there's
At
not a
least-
second person.
At least they both
Right.
died.
As
Hey,
far as you're aware.
Well, there's 3 skulls.
Oh,
Do I
there are
not
3
see a-
skulls.
I'm sorry, do I not see a skull in this room?
There is no skull in this room.
Oh, fantastic.
And
That-
also, just a
so-
reminder, none of you have found any other bones.
Cameron,
Oh, right.
this just continues to get better and better. Thanks.
Yay! You're welcome.
So
I'm
just
so glad you're enjoying.
so I want to get it fully straight. So we entered this door that had the bear head,
Mhm.
and then we emerged into a hallway, and then there's these 3 rooms
Mhm.
off of this hallway.
Yes.
And to this point, we have found 3 cages total.
You have found a total of you've found a total of 7 cages, one of which is bigger than the
Okay.
rest. 4 of which
And-
appeared to have been locked from the inside, and 2 of which appeared to have been locked from the outside and torn open.
Hmm.
Additional thing
Mm-hmm.
to just be nitpicky. Can we say that we all reconvened and we're sharing
Yes, I
this
was
info
just.
with each other?
I would
just
love
thinking
to
the same
reconvene.
thing.
Actually,
Yes,
Okay.
that's a good
Magically,
idea.
Okay,
the
'cause-
group comes back together.
Okay.
Whoa.
Which-
we're all discussing these horrors, so you know.
Yes.
which of these 3 rooms has a path elsewhere?
To this point, I think none of them have had a path.
Are they all
Mine
dead
didn't.
ends?
They are all dead ends.
Huh.
They're all
Okay,
dead
so where
people.
did that person we were talking to go?
That's what I was just about to ask. Something doesn't add up here. Have any of
I'm
you felt like
starting-
you're being watched?
Yeah, there's something here. I'm starting to feel as though, that this person may be the, creature.
Well, I'd say that's probably more likely than there being a person and a creature.
Yeah.
But they must have gotten away somewhere.
The presence I have felt has been very, out of body, and my head, it won't stop.
What do you mean your head won't stop?
You want
Something
the
is
ibuprofen?
very active.
Like telepathically?
Yes.
Great.
Oh, awesome. That
So is it possible that the thing we were speaking to doesn't have a body? Or it was
That-
just a voice?
That is a theory I've been pondering.
yeah,
Don't love
but
that.
if the thing doesn't have a body, why were there this many cages?
Maybe to find a host for a body. Ritualistic
Oh.
sacrifice.
Oh, I hate that.
A vessel.
Jim
you
Jab, roll
mentioned-
notice.
You mentioned. Oh fuck.
You know, I wonder if maybe someone else could look at those etchings, and maybe we could figure out why it was in the cage.
That's what I was about to ask. If
Yeah.
Riam, once Jim Job does
all solid
notice.
questions. Once Jim Job rolls notice.
Shimjob
my
was
God,
eaten off screen.
We didn't get the catchphrase.
Waka waka.
That's not the catchphrase. With your result of 5, Jim Job is scrolling Instagram.
What?
He would never.
Scrolling Instagram?
Shimjob
How
would be
did-
making a pot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jim
He's
Job,
he's staring at like a clay
Straight.
tablet.
Jim Job doesn't know what Instagram is. Are you kidding?
I'm
Shimjob
like
is
swiping
staring-
my finger on a clay tablet,
Exactly.
like Colby said.
It's just, you like draw a picture on it, you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. You just swipe it away, draw another picture. Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Oh god, he's an
Oh,
iPad kid.
That Garfield.
An iPad, baby.
Garfield.
These kids in their clay
What will-
tablets and their cuneiform.
What
Whoa,
will that?
Riam, look! This old Norwegian Iceman is telling you how to eat better.
Don't do this.
No, Jim Jab.
Don't go down this rabbit
That's
hole.
created by magic. It's not real.
Let's figure out what the etching is. Let's go back to the etching.
Magificial
Created by
intelligence.
we talk about that it's created by magic, it's not real.
Anyways, moving on. Yes, Riam, you wanted to look at this etching.
Yeah, Riam would like to do a check on it.
All right, excellent. Yeah, go ahead and roll either magic or no. Your choice.
Both of them. She now has a 1-2, so I'm gonna go magic. A 9.
These are clearly magic sigils.
Sick.
Finally, someone knows
exactly-
something.
What exactly they do, however, you're not quite sure.
Okay.
You were one of the few practitioners of the arcane amongst the Gaiwaden. So unfortunately, your knowledge of such things is quite limited,
God damn it.
relatively speaking.
Fuck, okay.
That being said, you think you probably could find a way to perhaps discover what they mean with enough time?
Okay. What do we mean by time? Like studying?
Yeah, if you were to study them for long enough, you could probably figure out what they mean.
Okay. She relays that to the others, or I guess I'd imagine Chapej is with her. And says, if you leave me with this, I might be able to decipher them.
I'm not sure I like the idea of leaving anyone alone in this place.
Well, I do have. Let me find the thing. I have my elemental spy. I could leave an eye here and make sure nothing happens while we do something else.
Wait, Cameron?
Mm-hmm.
Is this... again, dumb question. Is this technically a scene?
This is a scene.
I would like to use Arcane Lexicon.
Excellent choice. Also, for the record, everything is a scene in this game.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if it was limited to, like, fights, if that's, like, a
No,
scene.
no, no.
or-
Everything is a scene. Fights themselves count as their own scene for the sake of resetting your effort. But, yeah, think of it like a movie. This is the scene in a movie.
Okay, sick.
So,
And so I'm playing fair. These ruins are clearly not, or these sigils are clearly not obscured or anything. Like the person was intentionally hiding.
They are obscured in the fact that there is dust covering them, but it does not appear intentionally obscured.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
So, Riam, these words themselves, they don't really translate to words per se. These are arcane sigils. They translate to functions. As you take some time to study these functions, you start to piece together what they mean when combined. As Riam pieces that together, Jules, have I had you roll notice yet? I don't think I have.
I don't think so.
Go ahead and roll notice. Julsk, as you are observing the area while Riam and Japej are studying these runes, you see a shadow in the corner of your eye move. Follow it with your eyes and are met by a pair of glowing red eyes in the dark.
Danger.
What? Where?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, you choose to say danger.
And as
It's literally giving Sublime.
as Julsk says, danger. That is where we are going to. That is where we are going to check in and see how everyone is feeling. So, Alexi, how are you feeling?
On edge, unsure. Not. Haven't really been able to parse out much of what's happening here, and that's always a little disconcerting. Eager to kind of explore a bit more and try to figure out where the thing we were talking to went.
Fair enough. Julsk, how are you feeling?
Eager to get to the bottom of this mystery and figure out what those red eyes belong to.
Angel.
Riam, how are you feeling?
Her head hurts. Everything's scary. Now she has to read some sigils covered in blood and dust. And now Jules just yelled danger. She's tense.
Fair enough. Jimjob, how are you feeling?
What?
He said the catchphrase, guys. Japej, how are you feeling?
Unsettled. I don't know what she expected coming in here, but not this.
Fair enough indeed. And how are we all feeling as players in this moment?
Unsettled.
I'm
Very
haunted,
unsettled.
thank you.
Spooked, if you will.
Expectant.
We want to give a very special shout out to Jane Meyer for her support on Buy Me a Coffee for the past few years. Jane, we appreciate your contributions to an unbelievable degree. Thank you so much for watching.